Hello witches and magical souls, and welcome to Wayward Witchery. I'm Pandora Darkmoon, tarot reader, witchcraft mentor, and lifelong witch. This space is for anyone on their soul's journey. Whether you are a curious beginner, have been dancing with the moon for years, or simply feel the magic without needing to name it. Today, we're diving into first-time tarot nerves. So grab a cuppa, settle in, and let's get witchy. Thinking about getting a tarot reading, but feeling a bit unsure? Maybe you've been wondering, what if I ask the wrong question? What if it's all doom and gloom? What if it's fake? If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. These are some of the most common concerns first-time clients have, and honestly, they are completely valid. So, let's clear them up, so you can decide what's right for you with a bit more confidence. Let's start with a slightly unexpected one. Will it be weird or intense? A first-time client once told me they were really relieved that I seemed so normal, because they were half expecting something straight out of a Hollywood film. In reality, tarot readings are not dramatic trances, no eyes rolling back, no mysterious chanting in a dark room. A tarot reading is usually just a calm, grounded conversation. The cards are simply tools to help us explore what's going on and where to go next. Next, let's look at what if I ask the wrong question. This is probably the biggest worry. And here's the good news. That is not your job. Phrasing a question for tarot is actually a bit of an art form. It's something I spent years learning, how to take a situation, find the real issue underneath, and shape it into something the cards can answer clearly. So if all you know is, I feel stuck, or something's off and I can't quite explain it, that is more than enough. A good tarot reading does not depend on you asking the perfect question. It depends on the reader knowing how to guide the process. Another big fear, especially with new clients, is what if I hear something awful? This really comes down to the reader. Some do use fear-based approaches, focusing on worst-case scenarios or making things sound dramatic. That's often used to keep people coming back or buying more services. That is not how I work. At the same time, I'm not going to just tell you what you want to hear either. That doesn't help anyone. My approach is honest but solution-focused. With the help of the cards, we look at what's going on in your life right now, where things might feel stuck or unclear, and most importantly, what you can do to move things in a better direction. No apocalyptic predictions, I promise. Another concern I often see with new clients is, what if I don't even know what's wrong? This is incredibly common. Life is busy, noisy, overwhelming. It's easy to lose track of what's actually going on beneath the surface. You don't need to have it all figured out before a reading. In fact, that's exactly why I offer personal guidance tarot readings, where you don't even need a question at all. We let the cards highlight what's most important right now, what needs attention, what might be out of balance, and how to move forward. Another big concern is, what if it's fake? And sadly, this is a very real concern these days. There is a lot of rubbish out there. Copy-paste readings, AI-generated responses, and people who aren't doing genuine work. So it is always worth doing a bit of due diligence. Some things you can look out for. Check if the tarot reader offers live sessions through Zoom or something similar. There's no room for copy-paste or AI nonsense in a live session. And the bonus is that with a legitimate reader, a live session is just so nice because it's immersive and interactive, just like sitting in the room with them. Next tip, look for authentic client testimonials. And yes, I'm sure the scammers sit and mass produce fake testimonials, but when you read through them, you should get a feel for whether they're all written in the same style. It's pretty easy to spot the fakes. Lastly, and this one is really important, don't be afraid to ask questions about the style and the boundaries before booking your reading. Making contact before you make a booking gives you the chance to discuss any questions or uncertainties you may have, and also gives you the chance to get a feel for the reader. Trust your instincts, see what your gut says about the reader's energy, and whether this is a good match for you. At Wayward Witchery, we welcome this. You can even schedule a 10-minute introductory Zoom call if you'd like to get a feel for how I work before making your booking. Right, so here are a few more quick things people often wonder about. Firstly, will it be too personal? And yes, a tarot reading can be quite a personal experience, because after all, you are delving into your own psyche, lighting the lantern to see what's going on. But an ethical reader should hold space in a way that makes this a safe and comforting process, and confidentiality should always be a given. People also wonder, will I remember everything? Probably not, and that's normal. That's why recordings or notes, or even a session graphic afterwards, can be really helpful. So, if you're booking a live session, check with the reader whether it's okay for you to record the session on your side. Generally, I've found that clients remember the bits they need to remember. And of course, the unconscious keeps working things over, even when we're not aware of it. Another thing clients wonder about, what if I have questions afterwards? Questions afterwards are completely normal because it takes time for things to settle after the reading. Ethical readers should be quite used to this and usually allow a couple of follow-up questions. Some readers also offer shorter sessions so that you can explore specific themes that came up during a longer reading. If you've been curious about getting a reading, but something's been holding you back, hopefully this has helped clear things up a bit. If you are ready to explore it for yourself, you can start with a personal guidance tarot reading, where we work through your situation together and find clear, practical next steps. Our live Zoom sessions are the most immersive, interactive way to explore your situation. But if you prefer email or even a personalized pre-recorded video, those options are available too. You do not need a specific question for this reading. In fact, you don't need a question at all. We'll let the cards illuminate the underlying issue and guide you forward towards positive steps. Want a quick pre-booking chat? Schedule a 10-minute introductory Zoom call to ask questions and feel confident before committing. Links to all the booking options are in the description below, and you'll find everything you need on waywardwitchery.com. Tarot isn't about predicting doom and gloom, or even having all the answers handed to you. It's about understanding where you are and finding a clearer, more empowered way forward. Thanks for joining me at Wayward Witchery today. I hope something in this episode stirred your soul. If you feel called to go deeper, I offer tarot, clairvoyant, spiritual growth, and witchcraft mentorship sessions via Zoom, email, or pre-recorded video. You will find all the details on waywardwitchery.com. Until next time, keep your heart wild, your ethics strong, and your journey always magical.